What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we are going to check out the DXY, the dollar index on the weekly chart. And I'm going to show you with some technical analysis how the dollar index is going to be losing value immensely. And you want to hedge yourself with something like Bitcoin, not financial advice. But guys, I'm going to show you also the comparison here of the Bitcoin chart, okay, with the dollar index. And when the dollar index loses value, the Bitcoin price skyrockets. And when the dollar index obviously gains value, the Bitcoin price crashes. Okay, so we'll be checking this out today, and also the fundamentals, the M1 money stock, okay, for the dollar. The Federal Reserve printed over $14 trillion just in 2020. We have never in the history of mankind printed this huge amount of money in a year, guys. From 2010, all the way to 2020, we didn't even print $2 trillion. That is in 10 years. And in 1 year, we printed $14 trillion. Yes, all of this money is still not yet in circulation, so we are still in a deflationary stage. But once the economy opens up and all this money flows into banks and into the economy again, then there's going to be a huge inflation, guys. So you want to hedge yourself against stuff that is gaining value with time, something like Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin has been here for over 10 years now, and it has proved itself. It's got a huge track record that it goes up over 200% on average every single year. So we'll be checking this out, guys, and you know the deal. I've got links in the description. You'll be helping out the channel. If you're interested in trading, you got a great bonus on PrimeXbt, Bybit, and all different exchanges. So make sure to check that out. You'll be helping out the channel immensely, and make sure to smash up the like button. Let's go straight into the video. Hello there, Andy here, and welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus, where you subscribe for the quickest technical analysis on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and financial markets. Not financial advisor, don't buy, sell anything that I say. If you do so, do your own research. Said this, let's go straight into the chart. All right, guys, let's take away the Bitcoin price here in the orange. I'll just move this to the upside, and let's do some technical analysis here on the DXY on the weekly chart, okay? We can see this huge drop, okay, on the value of the dollar. This was in 2001. This was the dot-com bubble, okay? And for some reason, the dollar value absolutely crumbled for the last few years, all the way till 2008. And then going sideways. Okay, we're just going to do some basic technical analysis so you can see sometimes how accurate this sometime is. Okay, we can see this symmetrical triangle from 2008 all the way to 2014. Okay, we all know the measured move is the back from the symmetrical triangle, and from the breakout, guys, look how accurate this is. Zooming in here from 2014 all the way to 2015 of how the dollar value gained, okay, from the 80 levels all the way to almost 100, okay, as you can see here on the chart. Right, now what we can see from 2015 all the way to 2020, this huge diamond pattern, as you can see right over here. The diamond pattern is usually a reversal pattern, okay? This one would be a diamond top pattern, have a huge leg up into the diamond, and then, you know, we connect the resistance points and the support levels, and then it would break to the downside, I think about 60% of the times. In this case, yes, we broke down below this support level here on this yellow trend line. So we broke down, guys. Also, we've been forming some different other patterns, like here, a descending wedge, okay? And this descending wedge, the measured move of a descending wedge from the breakout is coming all the way to the top of the wedge. In this case, it went absolutely all the way up to the wedge, as you can see here. Sometimes you might not go to the top of the wedge or to the bottom of the wedge if it's an ascending wedge. But what I want to show you here, that we have broken out from this huge diamond reversal pattern, okay, as you can see from here. We did create this descending wedge also. We broke to the upside, so supposedly it would be all the way up here. This descending wedge, the target would be all the way up here, but we are hitting major resistance, and we are in a bigger pattern, which is bearish, okay, so we should be coming down here. we've hit this major resistance. You know, once I talked about this since we were creating the wedge, and I was saying it's very, very likely that we break up and we're going to be hitting this major resistance point, okay, right over here. I was thinking this is not going to go above this resistance line. We're going to have a bounce to the downside, and then potentially we are going to break this next support level, which is at the 88 levels, as you can see right here. This has been major support right over here, and if I zoom out, it's been major resistance here. So it is very, very likely, let me just get this out of the way, that we will break this, guys, because we are in this huge diamond reversal pattern. We can see the dollar index going into this diamond pattern, breaking to the downside. So now we are going to hit this support level. Very, very likely we'll come back down. The measured move from this diamond reversal pattern, guys, is getting, you know, from the consolidation phase, the leg up into the pattern, as you can see, and from the breakout, which is just there, you know, we could come all the way down to the 80 levels for the dollar index. We are currently at 90. So this is over a 10% value loss. This could happen in the next few months. First of all, we need to break this support level. Once we break this support level, we could have a major drop, guys. Just how we pumped here, we could have a major, huge drop here if we break this support level. Also, what I can see here is a double top pattern, okay? We've got this top over here and this top over here, guys. You know, clear double top pattern into this support level right over there, okay? So the measured move also from a double top pattern, if we break this support level at the 88 levels, okay, we get the measured move, and from the breakout we could go all the way down to the 75 range, okay? So first would be 80, okay, from the diamond reversal, and from the double top would be coming down to the 75. This is what the technical says, but we can even come lower, because if I zoom out here, we can see all of this as, you know, a pull, okay? All of this is a drop. You know, we could see that all of this is a drop, and then all of this consolidation, meaning that this is a huge bear flag, okay? This is the weekly chart. This is from 2008, 2007, all the way to, you know, 2020. This is a 13-year bear flag. So as you can see, if I connect these lows, higher lows, and higher highs from the bear flag, you know, this is over a 13-year bear flag, okay? And this huge drop has only been, you know, about 6-7 years. So we can see that this huge pull into the bear flag, and then we have already broken out, okay? Let me just connect the resistance and the support levels so you can actually see it here. Okay, we've got this one here, this one, and this one, okay? 3 points of touch. We've got this one, this one, this one, and on the fourth attempt, we've broken out from the flag, okay? This is a 13-year bear flag, guys. So what can we expect? You know, the measured move from the breakout of a bear flag is getting the pull right over here. And from the breakout, guys, you know, we could come as low as 58 here for the dollar value. And this is not going to happen in a year or two. You know, as you can see, you know, more or less it could happen in a few years. But you can see this drop here is from 2002 all the way to 2008. So this was a 6-year drop. This took 6 years to come all the way down here. This could take another 5-6 years to come all the way down here, guys. The technicals are saying that we are going down, guys. The trend is down for the dollar value. So this is what I got for the technicals, guys, on the dollar index. Everything's looking super, super bearish. Also, by looking at this, you know, there is no way that you can print $14 trillion, which is over 20% of the entire circulating supply for the dollar, and not lose value. It is impossible. So everything points that the dollar in the value is going to lose. Okay, now let me show you this chart over here, which is the Bitcoin price. Okay, all the way since it was on exchanges in 2011. Okay, and let's just zoom in here. I'll zoom in here for the dollar index. All right, and the Bitcoin price right over here. And let me just, you know, extend this so we can see in the orange is the price of Bitcoin, And this other chart is the dollar index. Okay, this is 2017. This is late 2016, as you can see down here. All right, December 2016. December 2016, the dollar value was losing a lot of value. As you can see, we had a major drop. Okay, let me just get this chart out of the way so we can see clearly. So you can see the dollar index going down. And the Bitcoin price, look at this, you know, since late 2016, all 2017, a massive spike here. If I get this together, we can see the Bitcoin price was gaining a huge amount of value against the dollar compared of the dollar going down. Okay, so we can see dollar index going down, the Bitcoin price going up. Once we hit the peak here for Bitcoin, you know, it was the peak also, it was the bottom for the dollar index. Once the dollar index had a turnover, well, you know, Bitcoin entered a bear market, a multi-year bear market in late 2017. If I get this together, you know, we can see the peak is almost at the same moment, you know, just right over there. You know, the Bitcoin price peaking late 2017 and the dollar index bottoming out. So the dollar index was gaining value and the Bitcoin price was losing value, okay, against the dollar. Now, what has happened now in 2020? This is really interesting because we can see this peak over here is COVID, all right? This is the virus. This green candle, this huge green candle in March of 2020 was the last time that the dollar gained value. And why was this? Because everybody was selling everything, stocks, Bitcoin, you know, all sorts, commodities, and, you know, because you are scared of a crisis, the first thing you want in your bank, under your pillow, is dollars. All right, so everybody's cashing all these different things because you want cash. It's the first place to go when you are in a turnover, in a crisis. Okay, so this is when we peaked here in the dollar value, because suddenly we started printing a huge amount of dollars. And, you know, everybody was realizing that this is, you know, it's not the end of the world. So, you know, everything's crashing. And when is it the time to buy? When everything's crashing. So everything was low. As you can see here on the Bitcoin price here in the orange is the virus drop. And the dollar index gained a huge amount of value. And then once the dollar was losing value here, we can see the price of Bitcoin starting to skyrocket. Okay, let me just zoom in here so you can see against the dollar value. Okay, once we started losing value with the dollar, we can see the Bitcoin price absolutely skyrocketing. Okay, now we are going sideways here in the orange. Bitcoin price, it has been hovering around in between the $50,000 and the $60,000 range for several months now. What can we expect? What is going to happen? Well, as I said, guys, with this diamond reversal pattern and the price of Bitcoin, you know, if we break this support level, the price of Bitcoin started to go sideways because the dollar index was gaining a little bit of value after breaking out from this descending wedge. But we've got a huge rejection here at this resistance, and we're going to come back down and retest this support. We've retested it there, we've retested it here, and now it looks like we are going to retest it in the next coming weeks, guys. And if we break these levels, I mean, it is going to be confirmed a Bitcoin super cycle, because the dollar index, if it breaks this support level, it is going to drop really, really hard in value. Okay, and now we've just been going sideways for Bitcoin, and if the dollar index goes like this, well, we know what's going to happen here. The Bitcoin price is going to go like this. Guys, it is going to go parabolic. We can go to $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 per Bitcoin in the next coming months. So I will be informing you about this, guys. This is very, very likely to happen. Okay, so in the late 2021, you know, maybe the super cycle is going to be confirmed. Guys, this is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Just a quick update on this. If you haven't checked out the Bitcoinsensus website, you need to check it out. We've got great tutorials on how to buy, how to store, how to trade Bitcoin. We've got price predictions, we've got articles, okay, the latest technical analysis and news. So I'll be leaving a link in the description so you can check it out, guys. And a massive thank you for tuning in. If you haven't seen my Bybit or my PrimeXbt tutorial video popping up on your screen, so you can check it out, guys, if you don't know how to trade. Massive thank you for tuning in. Make sure to smash up the like button on your way out, and I'll see you in the next one.